A situation with Brittney Griner. Did I say the name right? Brittney Griner? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. A victory for an American to be back on American soil after they were held captive in another country. That's a victory that's priceless. Okay, so Paul Whelan, he's the Marine that currently is being held captive in Russia. And people are saying it's unfair that she's back and he's not. I think the thing that people need to realize is Paul's sister, Paul Whelan's sister, she had a beautiful rebuttal. Paul Whelan, the Marine, has a very good head on his shoulders and he's very aware of what's going on and understands the situation. And she said that when people make those kind of comments, that they're attempting to control the narrative and it's not productive at all, because having an American back on American soil after being held captive is a victory. She said those people who are saying those things should rather come up with kind of maybe strategic solutions or don't say anything at all, because that's what the whole point of negotiations are when it comes to bringing back people in these kinds of situations home, right? So let's say this, let me give you a specific example. They said Paul Whelan was up for espionage. Now I'm an American and they said that these charges were bogus, so I'm gonna go with that. So regardless of what we're going with, those charges are not the same charges that Brittney was faced with. Espionage is dealing with spies, and that's a whole different level of negotiations. So the same kind of negotiations that went on to bring Brittney back, exchanging for Viktor, it's not the same. If your mother was held captive and we had to give the Hulk to Russia, you would be like, my mother bakes the best apple pies. I don't care how many people Viktor has killed. You send my mother back now. Your father, your grandma, if it was you and you were held captive, you'll be like, send them whoever you have to get me back to America. It's by the golden rule. Treat people how you want to be treated. And it sucks because people are so quick to judge and not put themselves in the situation first before judging, that they forget that it easily could have been you. And you would have seen things a whole lot differently. Controlling the narrative is very powerful because it's such an easy thing to do, and morally you can be screwed so bad. How is it that you can have a complaint about somebody who got home from being abused in a dungeon? I don't know what kind of cells are in Russia, it's jail, but overseas as a prisoner. Like, how do we even get to this point as humans? Like, where do we go wrong? We're trading each other back and forth like Pokémon cards. Somebody said getting Brittney, I think it's still funny. They said getting Brittney back and giving Viktor was like getting a Charizard for a Jigglypuff. I'm like, it's funny, but you know, it's a serious thing, and nobody should be mad at it. Why are they mad? It's weird. If it was your mother, if it was your friend, and most importantly you would be like, get me out of here. Give them whoever. So, and let's say those, so like I said, I'm American, I'm gonna go with that. Those charges were bogus against Paul. However, they're holding on to him. If they made those charges up, or if they didn't, they're holding on to him like he did something, or there's something that we don't know about, or something that he knows that they know he knows that we don't know about, that they're holding him for. They're not just holding him. There's something going on that we don't know about. We just don't know what it is. And I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. So you have to look into it a little bit deeper, and you can't just rush into a assumption. Oh, we traded this person for that person. Some of y'all motherfuckers aren't even into politics, and you don't have to be in politics to talk about it, but you're just not even capable to enough to understand that it's just so much deeper than what it is. You can't just make random comments on shit like this. It's not a Jigglypuff. It's not a Charizard. These are real human beings with real heartbeats, going through real situations and have real emotions, and there's real consequences to what's going on here. So until then, count up.